Hey everybody, reading time again. Today you're going to take a little bit of a test on what we have learned this week. One of the things that we were talking about this week was complete sentences. Think about all the rules that we talked about for a complete sentence. What was the first rule? Capital letter, right? Next one, spaces between words. Next one, some kind of punctuation at the end. Then there were some other rules that we talked about. A sentence has to have a subject, a who did it. And then it has to have a predicate of what they did, right? So you've got to think about all of those things that make up a complete sentence today. And you're going to do the worksheet front and back. So the first thing is get your name at the top, of course. That is always the first thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the sentence and then I'm going to give you the options for the answers, and you're going to fill in the bubble that tells me the best answer. Okay, so look at number 1. Which is not a complete sentence? Is it slipped on the ice? Bev ate a sandwich? We walked to the park. Which one of those is not a whole sentence? It isn't complete. It's missing something. So look for all the things that we talked about that were making a complete sentence. Okay? Number 2. Which one of these is not a complete sentence? It's missing something. I found a lost kitten. My brother's best friend. Bill thanked the teacher. Which one of those is not a complete sentence? Fill in the bubble. Okay. The next one, number 3. Which one of these is missing something? Sue told a good joke. An important, not new idea. The library is open till 8. Which one of those is not a complete sentence? It doesn't have all of the things that a sentence needs. Fill in the bubble. You should be filling in bubbles. Don't sit there and just watch. You have to do the work too. Okay, number 4. Which one of these is not a complete sentence? Someone left the gate open. Bart finishes his homework. It's Bart finished his homework. Many of the leaves on the oak tree. One of those is not a complete sentence. It doesn't have all of the pieces. Remember, we had capital letter, spaces, punctuation. We had the who, and we had the what they did. It's missing one of those. Okay. Number 5, which one is not a complete sentence? Saw a red hat in the white snow. Tall pine trees circled the blue lake. Sam did not want to clean his room. One of those is not a complete sentence. You fill in the bubble next to the one that's not a complete sentence. Okay, we're on to number 6, which is not a complete sentence. Do not try to pet wild animals. Making up your mind can be hard. Baking cookies for the class party. Ooh, that's hard. One of those is not a complete sentence. Okay, let's go to the next one. Number 7. Which one of these is not a complete sentence? . A question too hard to answer. Lily sold the eggs her hen laid. Jenny whistles louder than Ian. One of those, fill in the bubble. Which one isn't a complete sentence? Number 8, which is not a complete sentence. The goose laid a gold egg. Seemed to last a long time. The wind blew all through the night. Fill in the bubble next to the one that was not a complete sentence. Number 9. Only one seat left. Val mailed the letter today. A small mouse in a gray coat. They get hard, don't they? Number 10. Which of these is not a complete sentence? I smell chicken soup. Planted beans and corn. Miss Evans has 10 dogs. Fill in the bubble. Okay, now we're going to go back and correct it while you're even watching this, okay? So let's go back to number 1. Number 1 said, the first one said, slipped on the ice. Well, we know what they did. They slipped on the ice. Do we know who did it? Does it say who slipped on the ice? No, it doesn't. It just says slipped on the ice. That's a predicate. It tells you what happened, but it doesn't tell you who did it. So that one is the incomplete sentence. That's the bubble that you should have filled in. Did I tell you to take out a crayon, your favorite color? Because that's what I want you to fill that bubble in with if you didn't fill it in with your pencil. That's how you're going to correct this. So I'm sorry I didn't say that earlier, but you're going to put your pencil away and you're getting out your favorite color crayon. And now we're going to correct. I don't want to see any pencils now. Okay. Which one of these is not a complete sentence? I found a lost kitten. Does it say who? Yep, I. Does it say what I did? Yep, found a lost kitten. So that one is a complete sentence. Let's look at the next one. My brother's best friend. Does it say who? My brother's best friend. Does it say what he did? Nope. It just has a subject. It just has a who. Know what they did. So you can either put your color crayon in that bubble, or if it's already right, you can put a C on that with your crayon. Put a C right on that number 2 because you got it correct. Okay. Number 3. Sue told a good joke. Does it say who? Yep. Sue. Does it say what Sue did? Yep. Told a good joke. Next one. An important new idea. Does it say what or who? It's an idea. Does it say what that idea did? No. So that one is the one that is not a complete sentence. That is the one you should have filled in. If you did fill it in, put a C on number 3 with your crayon. If you did not fill that one in, then you need to fill it in with your crayon so that you can see that that's the one that is not complete. Number 4, someone left the gate open. Does it say who? Yes, it's someone. We don't know who that someone is, but someone. And what they did? They left the gate open. That is a complete sentence. Bart finished his homework. Does it say who? Bart. Does it say what he did? Finished his homework. That's a complete sentence. How about this one? Many of the leaves on the oak tree. Does it say who or what? The leaves. Does it say what they did? No. We have the subject, but we don't have the what they did. That one is the one that's not complete. So many of the leaves on the oak tree is not a complete sentence. If you filled that one in, put a C on number 4. If you didn't, fill that one in with your crayon so I can see. Which is not a complete sentence here. Saw a red hat in the white snow. Does it say who or what? It says saw. That's a what they did. They saw a red hat in the white snow. But who did that? It doesn't tell us. So you need to fill in the bubble right there. That one is not a complete sentence. If you did fill that one in, put a C on number 5. If you didn't fill that one in, fill it in with your crayon. Okay. Do not try to pet wild animals. Does it say who or what? It does kind of. It's telling it's a direction. It's to you. It's do not try to pet wild animals. It's talking to you. And what are you not supposed to do? Try to pet wild animals. So that one is a complete sentence. I know it doesn't say a name, but it is meant for you. Okay? Making up your mind can be hard. What are you doing? Making up your mind. You're doing this. Making up your mind. That one is a complete sentence. How about baking cookies for the class party? Somebody's baking cookies. Who is it? We don't know. You need to fill in the bubble there. That one is not a complete sentence. If you did fill in the bubble, put a C on number 6. A question too hard to answer. There's a question. That's a what? But it doesn't tell us what happened with that question. We got it wrong. It doesn't say. That one is not a complete sentence. You need to fill in the bubble there. If you already did, put a C on number 7. The goose laid a gold egg. Who did it? The goose. What did the goose do? Laid a gold egg. That one is a complete sentence. Seemed to last a long time. Something lasted a long time. What was it? We don't know because it didn't tell us the what or the who. That one is the incomplete sentence. You need to fill in the bubble there. Seemed to last a long time. That's not a whole sentence. If you did fill in the bubble, put a C on number 8. But if you didn't, that's the one you should fill in. Number 9, only one seat was left. Only one seat. The seat is the what? What about that seat? It was left. I think that means it was vacant. Okay. Val mailed the letter today. Who did it? Val did. What did she do? She mailed the letter. That's a complete sentence. A small mouse in a gray coat. Oh. Well, we have a mouse and it's wearing a coat, but what is it doing? It doesn't tell us. It doesn't tell us what. It doesn't tell us where it's going. What's it doing? That's the incomplete sentence. A small mouse in a gray coat. That's the bubble you should fill in. If you did, put a C on number 9. I smell chicken soup. Who's doing it? I am. What are you doing? I'm smelling soup. Smelling chicken soup. Okay? That's a complete one. Planted beans and corns. Somebody's doing some planting. Do we know who? That's not a complete sentence. Fill in that bubble right there. Okay, you got that done. The next thing you're going to do is take out your writing notebook. At the top of the writing notebook, you are going to write the date 9-29-23. Pause me if you haven't gotten your writing notebook out yet so that you can follow along when you're ready. Okay? Now, you're going to count down 13 lines and you're going to draw your line across. Your picture's going up here. You're writing down here. I want to know something that you're going to do over the weekend. You have 2 days off. What are you going to do? It looks like it might be a nice weekend. You might have some really good weather. What are you planning on doing? What is something that you would like to do? You're going to write about it. Remember, you have a skyline, you have a plane line, and you have a grass line that you're using. I want to see those letters in those lines. And you're going to start with a capital letter, spaces between your words, and some kind of a punctuation at the end. Something you want to do or that you're planning on doing over the weekend. Have some fun. Then color your picture after you're done.